Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Bram. I talk about all things fashion, luxury, lifestyle, shopping, and travel. So if those are things that are interesting to you, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and become a member of my growing YouTube family. All right, guys, I am trying desperately to get to 3,000 subscribers. So we're almost there. So if you have come back more than once and you have not yet subscribed, I would absolutely be so happy if you would subscribe. Help me out so much. I would appreciate it. And yeah, and also hit the notification bell. I have now gone from posting videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to Mondays through Fridays for the most part. And I would love it if you would hit the notification so that you are notified when I do upload videos, so that you can make sure that you are watching all of my riveting content, guys. I'm joking. I am, but I'm hoping it's riveting. I'm hoping that you are enjoying it. Okay. I'm also going to post my Instagram handle right here, just in case you are not following me over there. My new thing is I really would like to make this whole channel and Instagram page very kind of like just on the same page, where we can be more interactive on both, so that I can get your feedback over there and bring it over here so that I can give you kind of, the things that you are interested in seeing. Yeah. Okay. Let's get going. So I believe that either yesterday or I believe yesterday. If not yesterday, then tomorrow you will see my video about the 10 best new designer handbags. This one is the worst. So I don't know which one's going up first, but it's a two-part series, guys. So it's a two-part series. They're both going to be posted and all of that fun stuff. So today, however, we are talking about the 10 worst new designer bags for 2025. Disclaimer, I know I feel like I have to always do the disclaimer just because I don't want anyone to be offended. If you are offended, please don't be. This is 100% my own opinion, and you probably hate a lot of the things that I like, and I am not offended. So this is straight up my opinion, and that is it, okay? These are just, in my opinion, I'm going to actually look them up as we go, because some of them I felt like weren't even memorable enough to remember what they look like in my own head. All right, let's start first with the Louis Vuitton biker bag. I do not need to look that one up, actually. I absolutely hate it. I know that they're doing this big push, maybe because it's leather, or they were trying to come up with some new silhouette. Sometimes with any of these houses, sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. I think that the consensus is pretty much on my side with it. I think that the LV biker bag is it's a miss. It's 100% a miss. I think that most people actually also agree that it is a miss. And yeah, I'm just not excited about it at all. It is very Balenciaga to me. It reminds me of like, which Balenciaga bag was that? I could look it up, but I'm not going to. I'm going to rely on you guys to help me out with that. It was like very early on. I think my very first Balenciaga bag was like it was shorter and longer. And it sort of had the same shape as the LV biker bag, not like the pieces that come down on the side, but it was definitely like a longer shape. It wasn't your traditional like city bag. I don't know. Do you guys remember? Anyway, those are the vibes that I'm getting. I don't think it is very creative. I don't think it is very different. I think it was almost like something where they were like, come on, we need a hit on a woman's new shaped bag. What can we do? And this is what they came up with. Yeah. All right. The next one is the LV Keepit. This one I have to look up again, guys, because let's see. Oh, okay. I had to look it up because I was like, what is the Keepit? I am a bum bag queen. I love a belt bag. I love a belt bag so much. I absolutely would wear a belt bag every single day. I have loved belt bags since 30 years already. I have worn belt bags. I have worn belt bags since we called them fanny packs. I love a belt bag. I've had Chanel ones, I've had Louis Vuitton ones, I've had North Face ones. My favorite one right now is a Stony Clover Lane in like the palm tree print. Like, I love a belt bag. I think that they're super convenient. I hate this belt bag. I think it is the ugliest belt bag I've ever seen in my whole life. I'm putting it right here. Hideous, hideous. Why would they change that initial, like, beautiful shape that they came out with? I think it was in 2017 after, was it Kendall Jenner wore either a fake one or a vintage one? I don't remember. I think it was fake, but maybe they were trying to like say that it was vintage instead. And then they made the actual bum bag and it was a hit, and then they discontinued it and whatever. Anyway, I love that shape. I also have that new like flatter shape, the high rise, which I don't love as much as the original, but I do think it's more comfortable to wear because it's a little bit flatter. Like, if you're going to wear it like that. I'm kind of a purist and I really do love wearing a belt bag as a belt bag, but I do understand the ease of wearing it like that because I do think that's very easy. But the Keepit, guys, why? Like, why? Just why? Just why? I don't even know I don't even know what it looks like. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know what it, like, it's like eggy in shape. I hate it. I hate it. Why? I don't know why they ruined it, honestly. There had to be a better design that they could have come up with. I'm so not a fan. I don't know. I'm so not a fan. Maybe they can do something to it that'll revive it. Maybe in the right material or something. I don't know. I don't like that front pocket. I just don't like it. Yeah, no. Okay. Next. Oh, a lot of these are, all right, a lot of these are LV. Okay, I'm looking it up as we go because, like I said, I made this list quite a few days ago and I forget what I'm looking at. Okay, the next one is the Louis Vuitton Low-Key Cookie. It looks like a fortune cookie, and I guess that is why they call it the low-key cookie. And I guess low-key because it doesn't have any monogram on it, and the cookie because it looks like a fortune cookie. And I am absolutely not a fan. I think that it's not a bad looking bag. It's literally a hobo bag, but you don't need it from Louis Vuitton. Like, you can totally get this from just like a beautiful, I'll do some research. I think that you can get this from a no name or like a mid-range bag that's known for maybe some good leather or something. I don't know. Go on Etsy. Like, this is a bag that you can absolutely find at a much, much better price. Let's see how much this thing is. Okay, hold on. It is $3,500. So yeah, I think we can do much better. The only redeeming quality for me, just because I like the whole heritage, like Louis Vuitton lock situation, would probably be the lock, like the little padlock thing on the side. I think that's a cute little add-on, but not enough for $3,500 in my opinion. And I just kind of find it to be sort of a lazy design. Yeah, womp womp. I do like the walnut color though. So if I was going to get it, it would be walnut. I do like the walnut leather color. I'm sure that they've done it in other things as well. I haven't been perusing their site as much as I have in the past, but no. Okay. Next one is the LV Venus. Okay. Louis Vuitton is having a moment with me not liking their stuff. Hold on. Let's look up what the LV Venus is. I forget. Completely forget. Okay. All right. The LV Venus. It is quirky. It's quirky, and I like quirky, but I do not like this. I do not think it's worth $6,000. It looks like a shell, I guess. It says this distinctly shaped Venus bag is made from monogram reverse, blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Okay. I believe it's a shell. I don't know. Chloe had a very cute, I went in there the other day. It had a very cute little crochet tiny shell bag. If you're going to go shell, that is the direction that I would go. I don't know how much it was. I'm going to see if I can find it and pop it up for you guys. But I would go that direction versus this direction any day of the week. 6,000 bucks on a shell thing. You could do better with the $6,000. I can definitely find better uses for $6,000. Honestly, in my opinion, I would wait for, like, if you're into this kitschy stuff, I would totally wait for the next like animal to come out. I believe that what's coming out this time, was it a dolphin or something? I don't know, but I would wait for that. I'm hoping that at some point there's a dachshund that comes out, because that's what I would get, or a cat. But I do absolutely love the animal shapes. Like, if you're gonna do kitsch, like, just do it. This, however, is not a, yeah, no, I'm just, yeah, I think that you're better off saving the 6,000 to put towards something much better from there. Like, again, when Louis Vuitton does kitsch, I feel like they do it very well. This missed the mark for sure, in my opinion. Okay, next one. Dior small cargo bucket bag. Let's look it up. Some things are seared into my memory and others not so much. I feel like a lot of these I kind of put out of my mind the minute I saw it. I was like, no, there is no room in my mind for this. Okay, boring, just boring. Yeah, like, I'm just super bored of Dior in general. I think this bag is boring. That's it. It's boring. I think it is trying to, obviously, we're having a moment with cargo. We have been for a while, but as this Y2K aesthetic kind of like just, it's not giving up. It keeps going for the last few years. We are picking little pieces from that era and like recreating it. And I think cargo was obviously like a huge part of fashion back then. So I understand it. But I think this was a very boring way to do it. Yeah, like, there's nothing stand out, in my opinion, about it. It's not ugly, but it's just not worth almost $4,000 for the large version or the small version. And then, yeah, and then there's like a micro maybe that is 3,000. So just not worth it across the board. It's just a boring design. Like, there's so many other cargo versions that can be, like, in my opinion, I would rather find the Columbus bag, or like one of those like street bags from Dior from the early 2000s in good condition, because you can find one of those with all the pockets still attached for like around 2000. Like, it's hard to find with all the pockets, but you can do it. And it would still be half the price of this. So that's where I would go if you're like into the whole cargo thing, because that is a classic at this point. This, on the other hand, is just boring. Yeah, just boring. All right, next one is a medium Dior book tote, but I think it is in leather. Hold on, let's look it up. It's in the canage. And the canage, I actually used to love it. I don't not love it. I think it's great, but okay, here it is. It is 4,100 bucks for the medium version. It does come with a strap with the leather. I like the fact that it comes with the strap. However, I am super bored of this tote in general. I'm bored of the book tote. I think it's had its moment, and I think we're moving on. I think it's sort of like, this just to me looks like an on the go, just a Dior on the go. It's almost like when I used to go down to Canal Street when like early 2000s, and I've said this before, where they would mix up brands. So they'd give you like, it'd be like a Louis Vuitton Speedy, but with like LV print with a big GG in the middle. So it was like a mess. And this is what this looks like to me. It isn't on the go, but in the Dior Canage print. And it looks like it has the charms hanging down. So it is sort of like a Lady Dior, but not. I don't know. I think it's misguided. I think that they could do better. It just doesn't seem like there's a lot of creativity coming out of Dior at the moment. And it makes me very sad because, again, Dior was one of my very first loves. And they have so much potential, and the archives have to be insane, especially the John Galliano years, like insanity. Why they won't just pull from that and give us a little bit more maximalism, I just don't understand. I just don't get it, you know? They're fine. Like if you're a lawyer or something and you're like going into the courtroom every day and you need like a polished, like non-briefcase bag that's going to hold like your paperwork and like your files and like your laptop and whatever, maybe this is right for you. Like it looks like a good size. It looks like it's all about business, which is fine. But I feel like that's the only use. Like it's too big to be like an everyday bag. This is a work bag, and it's just been done. It's just been done. I don't know. Yeah, again, like I could see it being polished and beautiful in the right situation, but it doesn't give me any like warm and fuzzies. It's not a fun design. It's not an exciting, creative, brand new idea from Dior. It is just the same old thing with a tiny little twist and a way to charge $4,100 versus $2,500. You know what I mean? So, next. Okay, Gucci woven medium tote. Let's look that up. We know that Gucci is just, I am hoping for a comeback. However, the fact that they have put Demna in charge now is questionable. Yeah, I don't know. I wish with all my heart that they could make a comeback because I absolutely love Gucci. I love Tom Ford Gucci. I think that's my favorite era. I also love like the 2015s. I love that maximalist, version. And that was definitely a moment in Gucci history. I think that those bags they'll be back at some point, and I'm going to start recollecting some of those soon, because once they come back, they're going to go through the roof in terms of price, in my opinion. So if you want to get yourself a fun Dionysus or like Marmont bag at some point, I would do it sooner rather than later, even though they are definitely like, they're not coming back yet. I think we have a good 5 years at least, but at some point that over the top beautiful Gucci era will come back, and you will be sorry when those bags are like $5,000. Mark my words. So I put this one on the list. However, I do sort of, now that I'm looking back at it, I do kind of like, I'm not sure why I put it on here, honestly, because I kind of like it. I do sort of like the woven PG print, this one. I do think it's actually pretty cute. I don't like the black, of course. I like the brown, but I do think it's actually pretty cute. I, however, don't like the one with just the Marmont GGs, this one. I like the old school, what did we call it? Supreme logo? Is that what it was called? I don't remember. Anyway, I liked that print. I think it is very cute. It looks like it has like that piston sort of lock mechanism on this version. It's $2,400. I'm not sure how large it is. I will take a look. I do not, however, like just the GG print. I think everybody is, jumping on this raffia woven bag train. Obviously, summer is coming. That's fine. It's just how many raffia bags. Like, I feel like if you're going to get in this raffia game, definitely make sure that your bag is better than the rest, because who's spending $2,400 on the Gucci version when like the Chloe version, in my opinion, is absolutely stunning. And I think you can get it on Satire for like $840. I'll link below. I'll link below, or it'll be in my my LTK. But yes, I think that it is available for less. So I don't know. That's my thought process on it. Plus, obviously, spending that much on a raffia bag, like they don't last that long. Like they're not built for years and years of use, like the kind of use that you would use with a raffia bag, like going to the beach, going to picnics, going out, you know what I'm saying? It's more of like a fashion bag, but it's meant, it looks like it should be used in like, yeah, like it looks like it should totally be used out like in the elements, but it's just not really built for that. So yeah, so I don't know. Choose your raffia bag wisely. And I don't think this is the wisest decision. All right, next one. The Gucci soft bit. Okay, let's look at this up. In my mind, I think I know what it is, but blah about it. Again, it is very reminiscent to me of like, it looks like a 2005 bag, right? Like had this come out in 2005 for $1,200, I probably would have been all over it. I don't hate it. I just hate the price. So for the larger version, it looks like it is $3,500, but I feel like it has to be in the larger version for it to really give like to give what it's supposed to be giving. It really needs to be in that larger version. It's just kind of a little bit boring. I don't know. You know, I'm like, where is the creativity, Gucci? Where is it? I'm just getting excessively bored with everything that they're bringing out. I know I'm not a huge fan of the quiet luxury. We know that I am not, you know, I like things happening. And so while I do like this bag and I can appreciate, again, like I've said it before, I can appreciate a solid color bag for sure. Sometimes it's necessary. I just don't like the price. And I think that, again, I think that it is sort of just kind of, it's just kind of boring. You know, it's like, it's just kind of boring. I do like the horse bit. I like the idea. I just think that the execution and the price is where it doesn't come together for me. Yeah, I feel like they could have done, I like the leather. Okay, let me re-explain. I do actually like the leather. Like I'm staring at it right now. I do like the leather. I do like the burgundy. I think it's beautiful. I would love to see Gucci do this bag in a maxi size. I know we're going to say $3,500 is not that bad for an all leather bag. It kind of, it is. It's bad. It's bad, but it's in line with what everybody else is doing. I get it. Again, I can't stomach some of these prices for what I'm getting, you know? What do I think would have made this bag worth it? Because I feel like they were sort of in the right direction and then they just like lost it. I would love to see this bag in some really beautiful, stunning colors. My favorite Gucci recently has been the Christmas time, I believe. It was the monogram canvas with the crystals everywhere. I'll post a picture. This bag would have been absolutely stunning in a monogram canvas with that crystal splattering of the crystals all over. Stunning. Stunning. Worth $3,500? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Like that would have been absolutely gorgeous. I would have loved to see it in like a really beautiful, maybe like a baby blue or a bright green or I don't know, a butter yellow. Isn't that the color of the season? I'm just tired of the fallback colors. Like, listen, we know you're going to do a tan or a brown and a black. No problem. Like, give us something else. Make it interesting. And I think that had this bag been in one of those or a few of those like iterations, those colors or those like monogram canvas with the crystals or whatever, like even if they did like some sort of monogram canvas with like some sort of embroidery over it, I don't know, some flowers, I don't know, do something. We don't need to go like straight on maximalist, but like just give us a little bit of something so it doesn't look like we're all just wearing the same exact thing. All these houses look the same. Like that's where I'm at right now. Everything looks the same. It all looks the same. That's it. But had they done this design in one of those, it would have been hard for me to resist had that been the case. Okay, next one. We're almost done. Okay, the Balenciaga Rodeo. I know what it looks like, but I'm going to look it up so I can talk about it a little bit easier. Let's talk about this. It is just kind of a worn-in Kelly, kind of. It is okay, I guess. I don't really have a problem with it. I just think, again, I think it's boring, and I think it is lazy. I think that it is not worth $4,700 in the larger size. Oh, sorry, even the largest, I believe the largest size is $5,600. Totally not worth it, in my opinion. I would rather spend a little extra and get myself a vintage Kelly that's worn in and beautiful. So while I don't think the design is bad, I think the price is very, very bad. And I think that it's a lazy design. It just, like, where did they get their inspiration from? Could it possibly be the Kelly? It looks like almost like a hybrid of the Kelly and the Fendi Peekaboo. It's like with the smile, the way it wants it to like smile. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It also sort of, and this is a long shot, but it sort of reminds me of back when the Parenza Scholar PS1, I believe, came out, like 2010s, in that vicinity, I guess, maybe a little bit earlier. The way that people wore it was open with that. Again, it was sort of like a smile. It kind of like came down, and while that one had like straps and things like that because it was more like a messenger bag, that to me is kind of what it's giving. Like, it's supposed to be open, it's supposed to be slouchy, it's very Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. I don't care about my bag. Yes, it's $10,000. Who the hell cares? I spilled wine on it and I'm still wearing it. And I get it, we're into like lived-in fashion. I love that for us. But this to me is just very, it's been done, and it's been done better, and it's been done cheaper. You can go ahead on Fashion File and get yourself a PS1 for $600, $500. Yeah, so I would avoid it personally, like I said, or you can save a few extra thousand and get yourself a really beautiful vintage Kelly and do the same thing. Or, or on the secondhand market, you can get yourself a beautiful peekaboo bag, or like the soft peekaboo version that has already kind of like slouched and gotten like, you know, nice and like pliable, and for a few $1,000. So one way or the other, you can do better than this, is all I'm saying. All right, we're down to the last one, guys. All right, we're talking about the row. Let me look it up. Okay. All right, guys. So you know how I feel about the row. So what I have here is the large to-go tote. Give me a second to find it. Here we are. Here it is. I appreciate the people that can find beauty in very simple things. I really do. In the shape, in the silhouette, in the very slim handles, I appreciate it. Okay. However, it's so boring. It's so boring. It is the most boring bag ever. One of them. It's up there for me. I think that there's so many. Here's how I feel about this. If this is your style, cool. It is a rectangle bag with a strap. North-south. It's $2,000. You can go on Etsy And you can find this same exact bag, because this is not a creative shape or design. You can find this bag from a small artisan on Etsy, and you can get it for much less expensive, and you can also support a small business. So that's really what I think about the row. That's it. I think that a lot, like, I like the Margot bag. I actually really do. But there are so many, I'm looking at them now, there are so many designs, like the large North-South Park tote bag. There are so many designs that, quite honestly, like, you can find them from a actual artisan who is going to, like, time and effort and love and passion into creating this bag for you. And that's how I feel about that. For, again, much less expensive. You're not making the billionaires richer. You are supporting small business. And that, I think, is like, if we're going to do something simple like that, I feel like that's the way to go. 100%. If that's your style and it can be recreated in the same way with good leathers, with like all of the same aspects, why not support small business? That's all. Okay, I'm done, guys. We've made it through, and I think that we made some pretty good timing as well. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. If you are still here and you've watched this whole video, I absolutely appreciate you. If you have not already subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe. I am, again, trying to get to 3,000, so every single last person who subscribes absolutely helps me immensely. And I think that's it, guys. All right, so I'm going to put my Instagram handle one more time right here so that you can come follow me over there, so we can, again, make this a little bit more of an interactive channel. And I am also going to leave one more video here in case you haven't already seen it and you are interested in watching more. I would love it if you would keep going. And that's it. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one, most likely tomorrow. Bye, guys.